Hi, good morning. So, as you would have actually seen in the trade setup on the show itself, but if you did not, then perhaps we are doing with a slight delay, but still, we are going to actually talk about how the markets are looking like. Yesterday, we saw after good up moves over the last 2 3 days, Nifty took a pause. We actually went up, then we slightly came down, Nifty futures. And if you're wondering, the Nifty futures saw basically what the open interest addition or basically rather reduction in the bank nifty futures and nifty futures. It means I will tell you, don't look at the index futures for the next 2 3 days, because there will be a lot of unwinding, a lot of position actually churning is going to happen there. What you should be looking at is what is option data telling you, and that is telling you that traders right now are betting for a 10,000 nifty. Now, when the 10,000 nifty actually, what does it mean? Does it mean that 9800 basically is going to prove a good support? I would say there is strong writing happening around 9600, 9700, which means right now in the near term, those levels are going to be a rock support for Nifty. Now, 9800 is what actually we would be watching today closely. You have to actually cross 9850 is what I would say. 9830, some would say a strong small support there, but again I would say between 9830 and 50, that's the region of resistance. If we cross that and basically we see a good solid buying, then again we should be aiming straight for 9950. I won't say 10,000, because again it's going to be basically going to prove as a big psychological level. So again, when you approach 10,000, you should be actually for sure, there will be some tactical selling there. So keep 9950 as your next resistance. Now the question is, which stocks, which sectors are going to look today good? What I'm seeing is that the energy stocks, they actually are now approaching major support levels. There is some exhaustion in the selling there. So I would expect that those stocks, typically oil marketing companies, they actually should go up, move up. And I would say that Indian Oil Corporation, BPCL are the ones which are going to look much better than actually HPCL. So BPCL has been seeing good accumulation over the last few days. IOC, I think, could lead the rally, but more than them, IGL is looking actually very good post good accumulation, good breakout seen there. Reliance Industries on a stellar up move since last many days, and the way data is pointing to me is that post 1520 the traders are simply betting on 1600. The question is, why such a strong rally in Reliance Industries? And this is not yesterday or day before yesterday we were talking about. Since last many days I've been saying that Reliance Industry basically is on a stellar breakout and perhaps is actually going to move towards the life high levels, and we have been saying this since last, I think, 1 or 2 months. Now the question is, now the reports have been coming out about the launch of a 4G feature phone. 4G feature phone itself is a 15% revenue market share. Smartphone is a 40% revenue market share. Yesterday they have updated the tariff plans. New tariff plans have been launched. And now we also are talking about the 4G feature phone. So combine the two, they're going to address around 55 to 60% revenue market share. So all in all, it's looking good. If whenever Jio launches a feature phone, 21st July is the AGM. So there will be some excitement towards the 21st July AGM. If feature phone gets launched around that date, because there is a speculation around there, or if it gets launched in October around the Diwali time, whatever, the feature phone launch is actually going to keep the interest in the RL stock very high. So again, you basically should be looking at the stock with keen interest. Now, till the time RL is doing good, I think Nifty is going to actually have very high support from Reliance Industries, and actually should be trying to actually move towards 1900 plus levels. Now let's move to the other sectors. What we saw, good buying interest seen in NIIT Tech. That stock was looking good. Garware, wall ropes, actually good accumulation seen there. Very strong buying being seen there. Then again, some more stocks like into the chemicals, some into the autos, they were doing good. Industrial also, they actually were seeing good pockets of buying there. If you want to see again more stocks, stocks like Biocon, actually 13 July is where actually voting is going to happen from US FDA Advisory Council on a drug approval. If actually a favorable outcome comes, then again the Bangalore site, basically form 483, that will also come into consideration. If a favorable outcome comes, which brokerages are giving about 80% probability, then it should be big trigger for Biocon, because not only actually pays access for them for getting approvals in emerging markets, it actually opens a $2 billion market for them in 2019 in US. So that could be a huge game changer opening for Biocon, and the way stock actually could be reacting much positive over the next 2 days, I would say. So that's one trigger you should watch out for. Apart from that, there would be like a host of other stocks in other sectors. Like keep your eyes open in the pharma space also. Torrent Pharma actually was doing good. There was good actually institutional interaction also. Investor basically rather deal making in Bodal Chemicals. Again, that basically was showing a very good momentum. Chemicals in a way is a very focused space. Stock specific. You have to be specific with stock you're investing, but there's good continuous money coming there. All in all, I will say Bank Nifty basically looking very sluggish. I will say that keep an eye on 710, 750 levels, 23,710, 750 levels. It appears that a strong resistance there. The index is not able to cross that primarily because the PSU banks are going to give you a buy and stop, a buy and stop. There won't be actually sustained buying because short covering momentum is going to actually die out and then again will start. And again, private banks, HDFC Bank again, I think till the time results are there, perhaps the momentum could remain, but then there will be a lot of long unwinding there in HDFC Bank. So Bank Nifty, instead of Bank Nifty, I would focus more on some of the pharma names, more on the energy names. I will think about the chemicals. Auto, there is good buying happening there. So I think that's how you should strategize your trading, and that's how you should actually take a look at what is happening. And apart from that, if you have any query, feel free to tweet me, send me on Facebook, or just mail me. I'd be happy to answer those. So have a good trading day, have a good profitable day. Take care.